Welcome back to Timeless Messages from the I Ching. This is Stephen. If you found this reading, there's no mistake. There is a guidance that's being offered to you through this message that could help you with a new perspective, a new path, helping you through a difficult situation that you might find yourself in. So don't pay attention to the date this is posted. This does not relate to a particular date. It's whenever you find this message, in a week, in 10 weeks, in 10 years, that message is resonant and helpful for you. So also the numbers for each of these readings as it's posted in the video, you don't have to watch these sequentially. In fact, you shouldn't. You should only be drawn to the message or the thumbnail, the image, whatever it is that you're drawn to, the title of the message. That should be what draws you. The numbers are just to help you understand which video is which. So without further ado, I have the silver dollars, and I'm getting ready to ask the question, what are the most beneficial messages for the viewer? What are the most beneficial messages for the viewer? Most beneficial messages for the viewer. Most beneficial messages for the viewer. Most beneficial messages for the viewer. Okay, see that? Heads and 2 tails. 3, 6, 8. Okay, and that's a broken line. Yin line, feminine. Most beneficial messages for the viewers. Most beneficial messages for the viewers, Yeshua. Most beneficial messages for the viewers. Okay, let's see what we got here. 3, 6, 8. Again, feminine lines. Yin. Okay, most beneficial messages for the viewers. Most beneficial messages for the viewers. Most beneficial messages for the viewers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a solid line. A male line, a yang line, unbroken line. Most beneficial messages for the viewers. Most beneficial messages for the viewers. Most beneficial messages for the viewers. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, another masculine line, yang line, unbroken line. Most beneficial messages for the viewers. 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 Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, a masculine line. Okay, one more toss. Most beneficial message for the viewers. 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 Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there we go. This is a singular hexagram. There are no changing lines in this hexagram, so it's a singular hexagram, which is fine. It's a little bit quicker to read. So we'll kind of take a moment here and grab a little bit of water and grab the text and see what this is. Okay. So based on this, we have Qian, which is heaven. Qian, 3 solid lines. The trigram on the top is heaven. 3 male lines. The bottom, I believe, is Chen. No, it's not. It's Ken, mountain. So we got heaven on top and mountain below. Okay, this is, well, we could even further go. This is father, and this is youngest son. Youngest son. Okay. So, let's find out what this is. So, Chen, excuse me, Chen right here, 3 solid lines. And then, actually, I'm going to come up here, this is because it's the top trigram. 3 solid lines. And then Ken for the bottom trigram, a solid and 2 broken lines. So, number 33. Okay. Okay, we have the hexagram of retreat. Retreat. Okay. As previously mentioned, the creative heaven is on the top 3 lines of the solid male yang lines, and the hexagram mountain keeping still is below. The power of the dark is ascending, the light retreats to security so that the dark cannot encroach upon it. This retreat is a matter not of man's will, but of natural law. Therefore, in this case, withdrawal is proper. It is the correct way to behave in order not to exhaust one's forces. And there's a footnote on this. It says the idea expressed by this hexagram is similar to that in the saying of Jesus. Quote, "But I say unto you that ye resist not evil." End quote. So essentially Jesus is here saying, I'm saying to you, don't resist evil, which doesn't mean that you're going to accept evil, but you're not going to put up a battle. That's the point. So the judgment, retreat, success, and what is small, perseverance furthers. Now I want you to think about your situation, your challenge, your question, what's most prominent in your mind as I read this text, and let it work on you, okay? Conditions are such that the hostile forces favored by the time are advancing. In this case, retreat is the right course, and it is through retreat that success is achieved. But success consists in being able to carry out the retreat correctly. Retreat is not to be confused with flight. Flight means saving oneself under any circumstances, whereas retreat is a sign of strength. We must be careful not to miss the right moment while we are in full possession of power and position. Then we shall be able to interpret the signs of the time before it is too late, and to prepare for provisional retreat instead of being drawn into a desperate life and death struggle. Thus, we do not simply abandon the field to the opponent, we make it difficult for him or her to advance by showing perseverance in single acts of resistance. In this way, we prepare, while retreating, for the counter movement. Understanding the laws of a constructive retreat of this sort is not easy. The meaning that lies hidden in such a time is important. So, very interesting. It's important to know the time and interpret the signs before being drawn into a life and death struggle. Interesting. The image, mountain under heaven, the image of retreat. Thus the superior man or woman keeps the inferior man or woman at a distance, not angrily, but with reserve. The mountain rises up under heaven, but owing to its nature, it finally comes to a stop. Heaven, on the other hand, retreats upward before it into the distance and remains out of reach. This symbolizes the behavior of the superior person, man or woman, toward a climbing inferior. He or she retreats into his own thoughts or her own thoughts as the inferior person comes forward. He or she does not hate this person, for hatred is a form of subjective involvement, by which we are bound to the hated object. The superior person shows strength, heaven, in that they bring the inferior person to a standstill, as represented by the mountain, by their dignified reserve. I'll read that last sentence again. The superior person shows strength, or heaven, in that they bring the inferior person to a standstill, mountain, by their dignified reserve. So in this paragraph, the emphasis is on having reserve, having good character and behavior, not being hateful towards someone, because hatred is a form of involvement in which you are bound or attached to the hated object or person. So heaven retreats upward into the distance and remains out of reach. Okay? So this is very interesting, retreat. I hope this speaks to you today, and perhaps listen to this one or two more times and write down the most pertinent messages. The information that's contained in this will assist you as you contemplate the ideas over and over in the course of the next day, week, or month. As you can apply these ideas more and more fully to your situation or to open up new perspective for you, things will move in a much better way. If you're interested in a personal reading, the description for that is in the description box. Thanks for tuning in, and take care.